Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be talking about Disney Plus, the creator of Mickey, the original Mickey Mouse. So like you all know, it started with Mickey Mouse, went into theme parks, movies, and so on, and finally Disney Plus. It took a little while, but they finally got back to making their own streaming service. And people have been asking it for years and years, and I'm going to be telling you why I think it's great, some of the cons of it right now, and if you're considering getting it, why you should get it, or maybe why you shouldn't. So let's stay tuned. If you're a huge Mickey Mouse fan, a huge Disney fan, and you always love these shows and you want to relive the good old days, then this is great for you. It doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or even 70. All these shows that are accumulated over the years are on Disney Plus from the 1920s to 2020. So there's 100 years of content. So age is not a limit. So if you want to relive those 1920 movies or 1960 movies, if you're born in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, and so on, this is great. They have all the content, it's free, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna feel like a child, you're gonna feel like you're gonna relive your childhood, and you're gonna love the shows that you loved when you were younger. So that is one great aspect of Disney, and that no other streaming service has, is that they have hundreds of years of content that spans across many generations of people, and this is where it is. So if you're looking to find the stuff and watch it, I would really recommend you check it out. But before you sign up for Disney Plus, make sure to try that 7-day free trial where you can test it out on 7 user profiles, and you can stream it on 4 different devices at the same time. There's lots of content for everyone, for any different age, and it's only 7 days free trial, but I'm 100% free trial, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash a like button to support me, because I'll be doing all kinds of reviews, streaming services, tech, and ways to save money, so don't go away. So for those of you who haven't seen the Disney Plus streaming service and how it looks, this is how it looks. You have your home page where, like Netflix, you get categories and all that stuff. You can search for it on the side. You got your search window. You can make a watch list, movies, TV shows, and so on. So the thing that brought me to Disney Plus, I'm a 90s kid and I wanted to rewatch those old school movies like Smart House, Good Luck, Leprechaun, and so on. That's one plus of the Disney search window, where if you go to search, it actually breaks it up into little categories like Star Wars or Disney Collection or the High School Musical. So if you're looking for those 90s, 2000 movies when you're a 90s kid and you've always watched them in the 2000s, there's an original movie Disney collection, and you want to go into it, it breaks it up by decade, 90s, 2000s, so you got all these movies that if you're a 90s kid and you're like, ooh, I want to rewatch that, it's all here. So that's the plus of it. So some of the quirks about it is that if there's movies that Netflix certainly owns of Disney or has a contract until 2021 and so on, or other streaming services, this movie will actually show up on Disney Plus, but it'll tell you can't watch it until a certain date, which I think is kind of a negative. You have to wait this extra year to watch the specific movie, but it's only going to be on a little by little case basis, so I wouldn't really worry about it. But there are times where you want to watch a movie that is purely Disney, and since they made a contract with some other streaming service, you can't do it. Another quirk of Disney Plus right now, and yes, it's a new streaming service, so they're trying to get all the bugs out, is most people nowadays, they cast it to their TVs using the Google Cast. So that actually is not fully functioning right now, and if it does function, you are lucky from time to time. That is something that they haven't fixed on their end, but hopefully over the next couple months they fix it and so on. So that's one thing. But the way to get around it, and some people can, if you have a Roku device and you actually stream it onto the Roku device, it'll work, or you use the app like I was showing in my TV. So in those ways it does function, but currently with Google Cast it's a little finicky. So some of the good things are that when movies come out in theaters, the Disney movies, you'll see them either immediately or maybe a couple months later, so you don't have to wait that long to see movies like Frozen 2 and so on. You'll see them on Disney Plus. So here's the question for you when it comes to getting Disney Plus. You got to think about, do you want to get the bundle with Hulu and ESPN, or do you want to just get Disney? So the difference is $6.99 for Disney Plus versus Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN for $12.99. It all depends on what you want to watch, and that all depends, are you truly just a Disney fan and that's all you want to watch? For me, that's a no. I realized that after a little while that sometimes Disney's good, but there is no variety. Not like Netflix and all the other streaming services. There's variety of genres and age groups, while Disney really focuses on the 10 to 30 age group. That's why a lot of people who are in their 30s and 40s might want it, because they want to relive the good old days, watch some Star Wars or anything else. So depending on what you want to do, I would either do Disney Plus or the bundle, and I personally prefer the bundle, and I would recommend it to anybody who thinks they want to watch Disney from time to time, but also have some different varieties in different age groups, action, anime, fighting movies, all that stuff. I would recommend getting the bundle. It is so worth it. You get Hulu, ESPN Sports, and Disney Plus. So that is just a great price for $12.99, where Netflix is officially costs way much more than Disney Plus or the bundle put together. So how to sum up Disney Plus? I think it's a great service. If you want to relive your childhood, it is great. You find all these movies, you'll binge them from day in, day out. If you have little kids, if you have teenagers, they're gonna love it. There's new shows coming out all the time. There's new insiders on Disney and how they create these shows. That's a new series they have. So as a whole, it is great, and it is so affordable to have 4 streaming devices at the same time. But I do think that it's better to get the bundle. It is worth the money. You get more variety, and you don't always have to be stuck to the Disney family. And I will say this, the user interface is not that great. Personally, I think it could be better, but some of these quirks that Disney have, like not being able to cast and the user interface being not as friendly as other streaming service, they'll get better. They'll listen to their reviews and they'll fix it over the time. So I wouldn't worry about that. I would only worry about the content and if you're gonna watch it. So in that perspective, I give a plus to Disney Plus. It took them a little while to get there, but they finally got there. If you want to stay up to date with all these quirks, if they fixed it, make sure to subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, because I'll keep you up to date on how Disney's doing, have they fixed it, and if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below and I'll answer. See you guys.